This is ES13, Compute Unit Rate. A rate is a ratio that compares two quantities measured in different units. A unit rate is a rate whose denominator is 1 when it is written as a fraction. To get a rate to be a unit rate, the first thing you need to do is write the rate as a fraction with the unit you want to equal 1 on the bottom in the denominator. Step 2, divide the numerator and the denominator by the denominator so that it will equal 1. Here's an example. A dog walks 696 steps in 12 minutes. How many steps does the dog take in 1 minute? So to do that, I want minutes in the bottom because I want that to equal 1. So we write 696 steps over 12 minutes, and you can abbreviate, equals, and we want this to be in 1 minute because that's going to be our unit, our rate. So to get from 12 to 1, I need to divide by 12. What you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. And again, you can use calculators for this. 696 divided by 12 equals 58. So the dog can walk 58 steps in 1 minute. Okay? The next example. To make 12 smoothies, Henry needs 30 cups of ice. How many cups of ice does he need for one smoothie? So here we want to find out how much he needs for one smoothie. So smoothies will go on the bottom. So he needs 30 cups, and that's of ice, 30 cups, and that makes 12 smoothies, and I'm going to abbreviate. And we want to know how many cups of ice does he need if he only wants to make one smoothie. To get from 12 to 1, we need to divide by 12. What you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top, so divide by 12. 30 divided by 12 is 2.5, so he would need 2.5 cups of ice to make one smoothie. Okay, another example. Danielle is cycling 68 miles as a fundraising commitment. She wants to complete her ride in 4 hours. What should be her average speed in miles per hour? And per means 1, so we would put hours on the bottom. So that means 68 miles would have to go on top. 68 miles in 4 hours. And we want to find out how fast she needs to then go in that needs to be 1 hour. Okay, to get from 4 to 1, we have to divide by 4. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 68 divided by 4 would be 17. So she would need to bike ride 17 miles in 1 hour so that she could do 68 miles in 4 hours. Okay, the last example is a multi-step problem. We're going to compare costs of different size milk containers to find out which is the better buy. So here this problem says a 1.5 gallon container of milk costs $4.02 and a 3.5 gallon container of milk costs $8.75. Which size is the best buy? So when you're working with money, with unit rates, money is always going to go on top. We want to find out which one is the better buy for the size, so that is going to go on the bottom. So the first one we're going to put the money on top, $4.02, and that buys us 1.5 gallons. We want to know how much does it cost for just 1 gallon. So to go from 1.5 to 1, we have to divide by 1.5. Do the same on the top. $4.02 divided by 1.5 is $2.68. So I can get 1 gallon for $2.68. Okay, that's this one right here. Then I need to find out for the 3.5 gallon. Again, we want it in 1 gallon, so money goes on top. So we'll put $8.75 on top, all over 3.5 gallons. Again, I want to find out how much does it cost for just 1 gallon. To get from 3.5 to 1, I divide by 3.5. To do to the bottom, do to the top. $8.75 divided by 3.5 is $2.50. And that is for that one. So which one then is the better buy? And the better buy will be the one that's cheapest. So the $8.75, you get 3.5 gallons. That is going to be our cheapest because 1 gallon is $2.68 for the $4.02 one. Okay, now it's your turn to try. Number 1, Ian earned $96 for babysitting for 12 hours. How much did he earn each hour? 2, it takes Mia 49 minutes to complete 14 homework problems. On average, how long did it take to solve each problem? So how long did it take to solve one problem? 3, Abby can buy a 7-pound bag of dry cat food for $7.40, or she can buy a 3-pound bag for $5.38. Which size is the best buy, meaning which one is the cheaper one?